Dear students, welcome to virtual classroom of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sri Kumar. The class is for 9th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let me begin the class. Dear students, we are entering into a new chapter, quadrilaterals. Not a new term for you, but certain new aspects of certain quadrilateral will be learned in this chapter. The peculiarity of certain quadrilaterals will be rechecked, and certain theorems which will help us to prove the properties of those quadrilateral also will be explained in this lesson. The first one is about parallelogram. As the name indicate, it must have something parallel first of all, otherwise it won't get that name at all. Parallelogram is familiar to you and the figure is known to you. Let me pick out the figure related to it. Okay, a parallelogram you can draw simply by drawing some parallel lines and in a quadrilateral format like this. This is the normal figure which comes into our mind whenever we think about a parallelogram. The most important thing is there should be the opposite sides of this quadrilateral should be parallel, right? And you have studied about parallel lines and its properties. So you know what are parallel lines. So these are parallel sides. Parallelism is denoted by this symbol. If I draw more parallelogram just for making you familiar with, this is also a parallelogram. This is also a parallelogram. This is also a parallelogram. Parallelogram have the most fundamental property that opposite sides of that quadrilateral will be parallel. There are other properties which comes along with it. One of the most important property is that these opposite sides, we can say these are the opposite sides, sorry. This and this, opposite sides. If you measure, they will be congruent. This will be congruent with this. This will be congruent with this. This will be congruent with this. Okay. Another peculiarity, if you think about the opposite angles in this angle, these angles will be congruent. The measure of this angle, if we take and measure of this angle, it will be congruent. Understood? These things are learnt by you in previous year. Just repeating what is, you will be asked to prove that what you understood. How you understood, we can measure it and find out, then also it will be true. If you measure the length of the opposite sides, it will be equal. If you measure the degree or measure of the opposite angle, that also will be equal. If you think about the diagonals of a parallelogram, let me draw the diagonals here now. This is the diagonal, right? And my scale is giving a measurement also. For your information, it is 21.2 centimeter it is showing. Just keep it in mind. Now this is the second diagonal. Diagonals can be drawn in this case also. There is a peculiarity that the diagonals bisects. What is meant by that? Diagonals bisects. Bi is having meaning two, sect dividing into two. Here the diagonals will be bisecting, means the length after secting or after bisecting will be congruent. That also can be checked, as I have the easy method over here I will show you. See, from the intersection over here, if you measure to this particular vertex, it is showing 10.7 centimeter, right? If I measure to the opposite side, that also 10.7 centimeter. That means diagonals bisect. Even if you take the other diagonal here, this one, this is almost 7 centimeter. If I take the other side, cannot see from, okay, it is 7 centimeter. That means diagonals bisect each other, opposite angles are congruent, opposite sides are congruent, opposite sides are parallel. All these are peculiarities of parallelogram. And all these properties are there with other quadrilaterals which you have learned, which you should keep in mind. The other quadrilaterals, I mean, suppose that if you are thinking about a rectangle, there also opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are also congruent. We are right angle here, all angles are right angle, but opposite are congruent. And here also diagonals bisect each other. That means a rectangle is also a parallelogram. You should keep it in mind. If you think about a square, as the measurement is shown here, I can make it a square. Okay. So square of 5 centimeter side. All four sides are equal. Here also opposite sides are congruent, opposite sides are parallel to each other, opposite angles are congruent, diagonals bisect each other. There is one more figure which is coming under the family of parallelogram, I would say. It is a rhombus. What is a rhombus? A rhombus will be having all four sides again congruent, but here the all angles are not right angle, only opposite angles are congruent here, just like parallelogram. Parallelogram and rhombus is having similarity. When a parallelogram's sides are congruent, it becomes a rhombus. Okay, these all things you have studied in previous year also. Now what is there in the textbook? This year is something new for you. Let me check what is there. Before that, let me clean over here. Okay. A quadrilateral having both pairs of opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. That is the definition of it. Other things what I was telling can be considered the properties of parallelogram. Okay. Now, we said that opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. जब हम 9th स्टैंडर्ड में पहुंचते हैं ना, ऐसा बोलने से काम नहीं होते, वो प्रूव करना पड़ता है. So here is a snap from your textbook where it is given that the quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. It means the sides AB and DC are parallel and AD is parallel to BC. Now, आप जो बोल रहे हैं opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent, ये प्रूव करेगा तो हम मानेगा. तो क्या प्रूव करना है? AD is congruent to BC, that is this side is congruent to this side. DC is congruent to AB, this side is congruent to this side. And angle ADC is congruent to CBA, that is ADC is this angle and DBA is this angle CBA, and DAB and BCD are congruent. This angle and this angle are congruent. This is what we are asked to prove. So we have to prove it. So to make it clean, I am removing it. So you will look at the diagram again. So to prove that we are drawing a diagonal first. This diagonal is drawn first. This one. Okay, diagonal AC is drawn. After drawing diagonal, what we remember is, what comes into our mind is the parallel line and transversal that we studied in 7th standard, where we studied about interior angles sum is equal to 190 degree, alternate angles are congruent, alternate interior this angle and this angle, alternate exterior angles are also congruent, corresponding angles are congruent. All these things we studied about parallel line and transversal. अभी आपको वो याद करने का time. And from that we can say that if this is transversal, आपको दिखने के लिए मैं मार्किंग कर रहा हूँ, and if these are parallel lines, we know that it is parallel line, then we can consider the angles. Which angles? DAC, this angle, and this angle, which we can name as DAC and BCA, this angle, and as well as DCA and BAC, ये दोनों angle. These are alternate angles and they are congruent. ये अपना पुराना knowledge से हमने बता दिया. What are they? In the case of a parallel line and transversal, we know that alternate angles are congruent, and these are alternate angles. One is here 0 0 mark किया है textbook में, और इधर x x mark किया. They are congruent. That is what is written here. Okay, from that, in the case of triangle ADC and CB, if you consider ADC as a triangle and the other B, sorry, not B, CBE, BA as another triangle, like this. In that case, from the above explanation, what we wrote? We wrote that these angles are congruent. We can copy it here. In that case, from 2 and 1, we can conclude that DAC is congruent to BCA, angle DCA is congruent to BAC because they are alternate angle, and the diagonal which we have drawn just now is common for the triangles. So by ASA test, we can say that these two triangles are congruent. ये कभी है, ये भी 7th standard में पढ़ा था, congruency test. ये साल triangle में अभी आया था, repeat हुआ था. So ASA test से these two triangles are congruent, which are this triangle and this triangle, which are named as ADC and CBA respectively. अगर दोनों congruent है तो हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? AD is congruent to CB, वो तो इधर लिखा है. Side DC is congruent to BA. एक नेमिंग के टाइम इसका ऑर्डर इंपॉर्टेंट है. Then angle ADC is congruent to CBA, this angle. तो हमको प्रूव करने हुआ. Similarly, we can prove DAB is congruent to BCD, this one. How? We are adding this 0 and cross दोनों साइड पे congruent angles को add किया. So naturally we can say that in this case, one second. In this case, we don't have any problem because it is part of triangle ADC or CBK. B and D congruent है बोलने में problem नहीं है. But when we have to say this angle is congruent to this angle, we have to add these two angles, right? And these two angles are congruent. Already we know that this is congruent to this is congruent to this according to alternate angle, and now the triangles are congruent, so we can say that. Similarly, we can prove DAB is congruent to BCD. We will prove it by adding those two angles, okay? Or otherwise we can say by congruent part of congruent triangle. Both ways we can show it. So what actually happened here? We are asked to prove that opposite angles and opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. जो हमको मालूम है. प्रूव करने गए तो हमने क्या यूज़ किया? अपना ट्रांसवर्सल और पैरेलल लाइन का जो प्रिंसिपल है वो यूज़ किया. देन ट्रायंगल टेस्ट यूज़ किया. मैं क्यों वापस बताया? हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट टू नो each and every theorem and principle that we learned before, that we learned and that we learn now also, which will be useful tomorrow. Take care of that. Okay, we are moving ahead. चलो अनदर थ्योरम, डायगोनल्स ऑफ ए पैरेललोग्राम बाइसेक्ट ईच अदर. ये भी हम पढ़ के आए, अभी मेजरमेंट भी करके देखा, लेकिन ज्योमेट्रिकली कैसे प्रूव करेंगे. अगेन ए पैरेललोग्राम इज गिवन एंड इट्स नेम इज PQRS. PQRS. Diagonals are already drawn. Diagonals are here POR. PO is the center. Yeah, here diagonals are PR and QS. And O is a point of intersection. So हमको प्रूव करना है PO is equal to RO. This is equal to this. This one is QO is also equal to SO. ये हमको प्रूव करना है. We know that it is true, but geometrically we have to prove it now. Again, I will go a little fast now. Why? We are using the principles of proving the congruence of triangle and the principles of transversal of a parallel line again. So I am going fast. Consider the triangle POS, which are the triangle which is at POS, one triangle, another triangle ROQ. तो ये ट्रायंगल और ये ट्रायंगल कंसिडर करने को बोला है. और उसमें भी हमको देख सकते हैं, वी कैन सी दैट दीज टू एंगल्स, we can see that this particular QS, if I consider as transversal, this angle is congruent to this, and if I consider PRS transversal, this angle is equal to this angle by alternate angle theorem. Okay, and this side is congruent to this side because they are opposite sides of parallelogram. So by two alternate angle and the side in between, by SA test we can prove that these triangle POS and ROQ are congruent. And we also know that segment PO, and if you consider RO, and as well as segment SO and QO, they are the sides of this triangle. SO POS में PO और SO triangle की साइड है, Q ROQ में RO और OQ ये sides है, and they are the sides of this congruent triangles now. PO इसके बराबर है RO and SO equal to QO, because we have proved the triangles are congruent. So they are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle. We prove that diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Understood? So this way that theorem is also proved, and proof of theorems you should know. Why? Because that is the base of your problem solving also, and as you are in 9th standard, your teacher has the freedom to ask you to learn and write the theorem without seeing that. There also you will be getting mark by doing that. Mark is a must. So you'll learn that. Okay. Let us go ahead. So what actually we learned, let me check whether any skip is there now. Okay. We learned that adjacent angles of a parallelogram के बारे में अभी बात करना है. Opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. And another property of parallelogram is that adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. What does it mean? I will show you a parallelogram now. This is a parallelogram. What are adjacent angles? If I take this one, it has got an adjacent angle here, another adjacent angle here, right? If you add the adjacent angle, these two are parallel lines, and this can be considered as transversal. These two will act as interior angle, which you have studied, and interior angles are always supplementary. If you consider this two are parallel and this as transversal, then this angle 1 plus 2, that also will be interior angle, and their sum also will be 180 degree. That is what is the statement. Interior or adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. So this is another property of parallelogram. We just recollected it, which we were knowing it earlier, just listing in the properties of parallelogram. Four properties are listed here, all are related to parallelogram. Let us go ahead. Here, after giving you this much information, a sum is given. PQRS is quadrilateral. PQRS is a parallelogram. PQ is 3.5, PS is 5.3, angle Q is 50 degree. Then find the length of remaining sides and measure of remaining angles. That means I should have a parallelogram now on the screen. And I should name it as PQRS. Okay, no problem. P, Q, R and S. PQ is 3.5, very good. PS is 5.3, maybe 5.3 centimeter or meter according to the unit. Angle Q is 50 degree. Now the question is, find the length of remaining sides, measure of remaining angle. I won't spend much time because you should follow this quickly. We will be applying the learned principles and properties of parallelogram. If I start with PQ, I can simply write this is equal to 3.5 because one property is that opposite sides are congruent. अगर ऐसा है तो ये भी 5.3. So whenever we say QR is 5.3, or if you are saying that SR is equal to 3.5, you will say opposite sides are congruent. वो लिखेंगे. If you are saying that PS and QR, PS is equal to QR is equal to 5.3, again opposite sides are congruent in a parallelogram. So sides मिल गया. Now regarding angle, there are more than one way. One way is that you can write this angle is equal to 50 degree. In parallelogram, opposite angles are also congruent. ये property से आपको लिख सकते. But here you reached. What about these two? Now the property of parallelogram and parallel lines and the transverses say that this plus this, that is angle S plus angle P, which we don't know now, that is 50 degree plus x degree, must be equal to 180 degree because they are supplementary. That means if this is written as 50 degree, some measurement is not up to the accurate to the marking, then this should be equal to 130 degree. Opposite also should be 130 degree. That means we know the property of interior angle property से आप लिखेंगे 180 minus 50, 130 will be the angle P, which is equal to angle R will be equal to 130 degree. So this way we will write the measurement of all the angles. And this parallelogram which I have drawn is not to the measurement. If I simply, I will remove this and show you what I am trying to say. I will draw another parallelogram because I have the facility here to draw a parallelogram in seconds and show you. 1 minute. देखो इसमें एंगल भी आ रहा है. So I am trying to show you how can I draw that 50 degree वाला. चलो, this is equal to 50 degree. This is 50 degree triangle, or I can draw a triangle in this fashion also, here also, where 130 degree can be adjusted. Okay, now it is 130 degree. If I write that PQRS here, PQRS, this is 50 degree, this is 130 degree, this is 50 degree, this is 130 degree, and this is 3.5, sorry, PQ is 3.5, PS is 5.3, so this is 3.5, this is 5.3. This way our diagram would be. But diagram is not expected, but I am telling you how that diagram will look like if you really make it according to the measure. According to the measure भी expect नहीं कर रहे, आपको answer expect कर रहे. चलो, we will go ahead. Here is another question. Again, a quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Name is ABCD. This one is, sorry, this one is angle. By mistake, it has not come out properly. Okay, this is angle. Angle A is equal to 4x plus 3. Angle D is equal to 5x minus 22. Find the measure of angle B and angle C. वो एंगल का सिंबल बराबर नहीं, अभी ध्यान में है. चलो, इधर भी पैरेललोग्राम है. ऐसा भी बना सकते हैं, ऐसा भी बना सकते हैं. कौन सा सही रहेगा बाद में मालूम पड़ेगा. ओके, वी विल मार्क इट एज ABCD. चलो, ABCD आ गया. एंगल A इज इक्वल टू 4x plus 13. Angle D is equal to, this one is given, 5x minus 22. Now you are asked to find out the measure of angle B, कितना है, angle C कितना है. Now what is given is these two angles, and these are parallel lines, and this can be considered as transversal. This is our transversal. So these two are interior angles. If these two are interior angles, sum must be 180 degree. So we will say very simply, without wasting time, angle CDA plus angle CDA and angle BAD must be equal to 180 degree. तो हमको जो दिया गया है, CDA की जगह पे 5x minus 22 plus 4x plus 13 must be equal to 180. Understood? I leave the remaining to you because it is only a matter of 5x, 4x ये सब ऐड करना, नेगेटिव वाले subtract करना, and you will get x, and x you will substitute and you will get the answer. I don't want to treat you like a small child who is learning the addition subtraction now. Okay, you will find out x and you will substitute x in one of these and you will get the angle. If you got this angle, the same measure here. If you got this angle, same measure here. Okay, let me go ahead. Maths learning is first understanding the concept. The rest of the things are by the student who will practice himself and get marks. Here is a reminder of what we say test of parallel lines. When a transversal intersect two lines, a pair of corresponding angles are congruent, the lines are parallel. And if a transversal intersect two lines and the alternate angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. If transversal intersect two lines and a pair of interior angle is supplementary, then those two lines are parallel. कौन सा situation में two lines parallel होगा? Three situations are given, known to you. You have studied earlier, repeated here for the sake of applying it in the coming properties. What is that? Let us go ahead fast. What is that? Something in store for you. Chalo. What is that? Something is theorem. If pairs of opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. ये तो first point हमने बताया था. Parallelogram का property में first property बताया. Opposite sides of a quadrilateral are congruent, and then that quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Now, you are given a quadrilateral PQRS, and side PS is congruent with side QR, side PQ is congruent with SR. ये तो हमको बताया है, लेकिन we have to prove this. If this condition is satisfied, you have to prove that the given quadrilateral is a parallelogram. So we have a lot of other properties of parallelogram. There are conditions to call a quadrilateral parallelogram. All these should rush into our mind to prove that how can I prove this quadrilateral is a parallelogram? Can I prove that this quadrilateral is a parallelogram by proving that the opposite sides are parallel? Is there any way? That is one way you will think. To prove that opposite sides are parallel, can I prove that something like converse of alternate angle or corresponding angle or interior angle, which if I could prove, then I can prove. Congruency if I can prove. That means all these things should come in mind, then only you will get the idea to solve it. By looking at it, you will not get, you will start doing something, you will mark what is given, you will mark. It is given only that opposite sides are congruent. वो तो marking किया. Now to talk about angles, we don't have anything in our hand. To talk about supplementary, we don't have angle measurement. Means some clue is not there. Then comes the idea of construction. कुछ करके हमको parallel line पढ़ने के time और parallelogram पढ़ने के time triangles are formed when diagonal is drawn. So we are drawing a diagonal here. ये dotted line इसलिए दिखा रहे कि it is constructed, original नहीं था. ये हमारा idea है. Once after drawing the construction, drawing this diagonal, we are getting two triangles. Which are they? SPR, and against that we are having QRP. नेमिंग बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमेशा मैं बोलता हूँ आपको, नेमिंग रॉन्ग हो गया, ऑर्डर रॉन्ग हो गया तो आपको आगे जाने का रास्ता भी नहीं मिलेगा. सो व्हेन यू टुक एस, ऑपोजिट में क्या लिया? क्यू लिया. करेक्ट. एस के ऑपोजिट में क्यू लिया इमीडिएटली. देन पी, एस पी लिया तो क्यू को आर में भेजा. हियर नेक्स्ट वन वी टुक दिस. सो दैट ऑर्डर शुड बी फॉलोड. SP is a short this side, so naturally QR आपको मिलना मुमकिन है. Then third one is what is left. Okay, let us come back. Now it is given that PS is congruent to QR. It is given. It is also given that QP is congruent to RS. या SR. Because opposite sides congruent है दिया है. Now हमारे construction से ये जो diagonal draw किया हमने, it became common side. तो अपना SSS test से the triangles SPR and QRP became congruent. Once they are congruent, we can say this angle, example है, यही angle लेना, ऐसा कुछ नहीं, is congruent to this angle. क्यों? SPR का angle और SPR का angle, QRS angle will be congruent because triangles are congruent. ये याद रखो, अभी पैरेलल प्रूव नहीं किया है, पैरेललोग्राम भी प्रूव नहीं किया है. सो वी कैन नॉट टॉक अबाउट सच थिंग्स. वी विल से SPR is congruent to QRB because they are the congruent angles of congruent triangle. And उसके बाद हम बताएंगे if these two angles are congruent and if we consider PR as transversal, this line PS and QR must be parallel. तो parallel होने का condition satisfy हो गया. Understood? When if you can say that they are parallel, then another situation happens. They are parallel lines. PS and PR are PS and QR are parallel lines. The same way we can say this angle and this angle. That is angle QRP and the other angle here. This angle and SPR and QRS we did. Then we are having PRS, this angle, and QPR. Both are congruent. Where we will be considering this angle. Alternate, first we consider the other angles, alternate angles congruent. When alternate angles are congruent, we can declare that PQ is also parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR congruent हो गया. The same way PS is congruent to QR. That means we can declare that quadrilateral PQRS is a parallelogram. Okay, we will declare because the conditions required to say that it is a parallelogram is achieved. Okay, that you should remember. Now, if both pairs of opposite angles of a quadrilateral are congruent, then it is a parallelogram. It is about angles. Angles, opposite angles congruent है तो भी quadrilateral parallelogram होएगा. What are opposite angles? These are opposite angles. ये congruent है, हमको prove करना है. So it is given that angle E is congruent to G, and we will write angle H is congruent with the F. What we have to prove? We have to prove that EFGH is a parallelogram. ये अभी मैं लिख रहा हूँ. मैं लिखने से आपको लिखने नहीं होगा, उसके लिए आपको ही लिखना है. लिख लिख के ऑटोमेटिकली आना शुरू हो जाएंगे. चलो, here it is given angle E is equal to angle G because they are opposite angle. We know that. And angle H must be congruent to angle F. They are opposite angles of a parallelogram. So here opposite angles congruent हो गया, तो parallelogram में prove करने के लिए जा रहा हूँ. In that case, we have to say that angle E and angle G are equal, and let us name it as X, and angle H is congruent to angle F, let us name it as Y. Sum of all angles of a quadrilateral is 360 degree. That means angle E, angle G, angle H, angle F total करिएगा तो 360 degree होगा. लेकिन हमने already बोल चुका है E is equal to G and H is equal to F, and we have also said that E and G is equal to X and H and F is equal to Y. That means we are adding 2X and 2Y, correct, which is equal to 360 degree. So 2X plus 2Y is equal to 360 degree. That means X plus Y is equal to 360 degree divided by 2, 180 degree. That means G plus H or E plus G, when we think about those angles X and Y, one from this group, one from this group, G and H will be equal to 180 degree. ये क्या हमको प्रूव कर रहे हैं? इंटीरियर एंगल्स का टोटल 180 डिग्री हो गया. करेक्ट? G and H, let us look at the diagram. G and H, E and F, total 180 degree हो गया. इसका मतलब we have to say that the sides, this side we can say HE and this is GF. H and GF are parallel because interior angle test के हिसाब से 180 मिल गई तो parallel है. The same way G and F is also equal to 180 degree. So when G and F is equal to 180 degree, we will say that GH and FE are parallel. So opposite sides parallel हो गया, तो we will declare that EFGH is a parallelogram. This is the technique, or these are the steps. आधा तो टेक्स्ट बुक में लिखा है, आधा तो आपको लिखना है प्रैक्टिस के लिए. That is a methodology that is why, because for you this is new, you should learn slowly and correctly and properly. And for that you will write down all these things in your notebook, copy it into the notebook, and follow each and every step. Take a pause, समझ के आगे लिख के जाओ. एक बार दो बार होने के बाद it will become easy for you.
Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.